people, it's Leona. 2015 is coming to an end and I wanted to do something that I hardly ever do, which is reflect on my year. And it just so happens that I came across a tag that Shirley B. Anyang just did, end of year tag or something like that. I don't know the name of it, but the questions in the tag made me start thinking about my year, and I wanted to share those thoughts with you. So let's do this. Most embarrassing moment. My most embarrassing moment of 2015 actually recently happened. I say about a month ago. I was invited to a dinner party at my friend's house, and it turns out I was going to be the only single person there. That's right, I was going to be surrounded at a table with a bunch of couples. So my main goal was to get in, drink as much as I possibly could, stay low-key, and get out, you know? I didn't want to stick out like a sore thumb, even though I was the only single there. Anyway, I was drinking the bottle of wine that I brought, and while I'm drinking, one of the guys decided to say something funny. You can't be saying something funny in the middle of somebody trying to swallow a liquid, you know, it's just not right. And I was caught off guard. I didn't realize it was going to be that funny, and the wine that was in my mouth spewed out onto the table, onto the person sitting next to me, and my plan of being low-key stealth at this party just didn't happen after that. It's like everything stopped and all attention was on me because I had spewed wine, red wine, all over the place. So that was pretty embarrassing for me. Anyway, biggest accomplishment. This is kind of a two-parter because both these things happened at the same time. Number one, I went to England. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, and I got up the guts and I went. And the second part of my biggest accomplishment is that I went to England by myself. It was the first time I ever traveled by myself, and I was very proud of myself that I actually did it, that I took the initiative, and therefore it was a huge accomplishment for me, because in the past I just would have been like, well, I guess I'm just gonna wait for somebody in my life to want to go to England and I'll go with them, and who knows when that was going to be. So life is too short to be waiting around for that. And I would say yes, my trip to London was my biggest accomplishment of the year. Best memory of 2015. When I saw Channing Tatum in Magic Mike XXL. Best memory of the year. Biggest obstacle. Bread has been my biggest obstacle of 2015, okay? It comes out of nowhere and I can't resist it. I can't say no whenever I see it. This addiction is real. Like, why I be showing up out of it? Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Regrets. I regret eating all the bread that I ate. So good. Most memorable phrase. My most memorable phrase was, I wasn't ready. That is the phrase that I have said so many times this year. Either I received some pictures that I just wasn't ready to see. Either my friends said something I wasn't ready to hear. I just wasn't ready. Lessons learned. Lessons that I've learned. I learned that my cat is gonna annoy me for as long as she lives. That's what I've learned. She's just never gonna let me win when I want to film a video. She's always gonna find something to play with, make every noise in this apartment. That is the lesson that I have learned. Favorite YouTubers. This question, it was really favorite mainstream YouTubers and favorite YouTubers that aren't as popular, you know, like myself. But truth be told, I don't really follow many non-popular YouTubers, but that's because their channels don't get promoted as much. So how am I supposed to know about them? You know? First person on the list is Superwoman also known as Lily Singh. She's driven, independent, a talented woman of color, and I really admire all that she has accomplished this year alone. She reached 5 million subscribers. She went on her first world tour. She was the first woman of color featured in YouTube ads. She's doing her part to break down barriers, and yeah, I really admire her. Number 2 on the list is Jackie Enia. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She's a beauty guru here on YouTube, and she's absolutely freaking hysterical. On top of her being funny, the beauty tips that she gives are also very helpful, and I really enjoy watching her videos. And if you are not following her on Snapchat, I suggest that you do, because like I said, she is hysterical. Her Snapchat is so funny. Number 3 is Claire Marshall. I discovered her channel this year, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I immediately became obsessed with her channel. She's mainly a beauty guru, but I don't really follow her because of her beauty tips or anything. It's mainly how she films and edits her videos that I just love. I don't care what video she puts out, I'm always going to watch it, whether it's her stop motion footage or just her vlogs of where she goes. It's beautiful. Seriously, y'all need to get up on Claire Marshall if you're not already. Goals for 2016. Now, I know that people like to discuss their goals from time to time, but I am not so much a superstitious person, but I've realized that if I talk about doing something, I don't do it. It's mostly something, if I want to do something, then I just have to think to myself that I'm going to do it, and then I do it. I'll talk about it after it's done, or I'm in the process, like it's happening, then I'll talk about it. But other than that, me trying to talk about my goals is kind of like sabotage. It's like the moment it comes out of my mouth, it's just not gonna happen. That's how it is with me anyway. I don't know how it is with you. But is there any general things I could say about 2016 and my goals for then? I don't want to jinx anything. I really don't. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. And that is all of this tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to see all your like 2015 year-end reflections. If you want to answer the questions in the comment area, I'd really love to see them. But you know, obviously if you don't want to answer all the questions, that's fine. If you want to like keep it just to 2. The 2 I'm really interested in hearing or reading is like your best memory and the phrase that you have used most this year. Anyway, I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, nope. Nope. Oh God, no. Nope.